always me starting a live putting some chapstick on. I hate dry lips. So that's probably why. But hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. Winning Wednesday, you guys. Hey, everybody. I apologize. I was stuck in traffic. And so, I got to do what I got to do. I had to get somewhere sedentary so I could do my Winning Wednesday. Hey, baby, period. Hi, Derek. Hey, Megagram. Hey, Arabella Beauty. Roman Kanger. All right. Hey, Sabi Boutique. Hey, Nurse Gross. Nobody should be late today because I'm late. So all of y'all should be on time. Hey, Miss Nixon. Hey, Great Towing Services. Everybody should be on time. Okay? Hey, Naomi from Phoenix. What's up? Hey, Claudette. Hey, King 85. Yes. Y'all come on in here. All right. So let's start off Winning Wednesday right. What's the tea? What's the tea? Let's start it off right, okay? So, if you have any wins for the week since the last time I saw you guys, go ahead and put them in the comments. Put your wins in the comments. Thank you so much, Derek. I appreciate you. All right. And let me say right off the bat, if you have not tuned in to my YouTube channel, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin. No, just playing. Stop what you are doing and click on that link. Click on that link. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, okay? Let's do that now. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes. If you have not did it, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, okay? Okay? All right. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to do that. So if you haven't did it, I like it that way. Hey, Saida. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm going to give y'all a few minutes while I get myself together. Go to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. I want to see you do it. Okay? And once you do it, come back into the comments and put a 3. Put a 3 in the comments. Once you go to the YouTube and subscribe, put a 3 in the comments. Okay? All right. Like I said, I was in traffic. I had a lot on my to-do list today. And so I am just getting back to where I could get on my live. So nobody should be late today but me. Okay? Everybody should be in here. All right? So if you're in here right, thank you, Nurse Gross. I appreciate you. If you're in here right now and you have not shared this with 3 people, go ahead and share this live with 3 people. Let's do that right now too. Let's get this party started for real, okay? Let's get this party started. The more the merrier, right? All right. I'm like, my laptop trying to lock me out. No, it's because I'm typing in my freaking password with all caps. That's why. All right. So, let's see. All right. So, let me go back. Let me see if anybody got any wins. If you got any wins this week, let's put them in the chat so we can celebrate with you. All right. Hey, ladies. Nurse Gross, you started notes for an ebook. You're going to do an ebook? Okay. What type of ebook? Let us know what type of ebook you're going to do, Nurse Gross. What's the tea? I got to meet Myrrie in person. You got to meet me in person, or are you saying you gotta meet me in person like you haven't? I think you saying you have, because I think, what's the tea? If I'm not mistaken, me and you met in person. You came to my brunch, right? Right? Oh, she said I already subscribed. Okay. Well, share this live out with 3 people. Do that for me. What's the tea? Me too. Baby, period. You met me too? Okay. Nurse Naomi said, I've been subscribed. Okay. All right. Baby Period said, I already subscribed. Hey, Shelly. Hey, girl, Pretty Red. Yes, Mari is a very authentic person. What you say? That's it. This is me. 24/7. Hey, all sweet petals. Aw, thank you. Y'all know I love them pink hearts. That's MH Gang right there. Go Pretty Red. Hey, Liz Lefty. Hey, Rochelle Holmes. What's up? Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. Share this out with 3 people, you guys. If you already did your due diligence by subscribing to my YouTube channel, go ahead and share this live out with 3 people. Hey, the Maurice Hill. Hey, Giovanni. Yes, child, that is a win. Anybody else? Oh, that's your win? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Winning Wednesday. If you guys got any wins, go ahead and share those wins in the comments, okay? I did not realize that you guys were sharing that as a win, that you got to meet me. So I so appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Hey, Rick Rules. Look, I don't know how to say some of these names. Thank you, Roses. I appreciate it. Hey, Perry Boss Barber. Hey, IJ Bonnie. I would love to meet you in person one day. Of course. Yeah, look. I'm a person just like you. And look, I want to meet you in person too. Hey, Krista. Let's see. Off the Wall Mounting. Hey, Exodus Movement. All right, so y'all, let's get started. If anybody has any questions, or if you guys have any wins that you want to share, go ahead and do that with me, okay? Go ahead and do that. Share them in the comments. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I do not have a subject to go over today. Normally, I jot down some notes and I do different things so I can have like some information to give you guys. I am here to answer questions, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm not going to say I'm not in a good mood. I just have a heavy heart today. I am happy because I tell y'all, I love to spend time with you guys on Wednesdays, but I do have a heavy heart. My mom is in ICU right now, and it's taking everything in me to keep a smile on my face. But my mom, honestly, she loves what I do. She loves to see me on Facebook. She loves to see me on social media. She loves to see me smile. She loves to hear when I help people because I tell her about it. And so, you know, like I told my family, you know, when we all are getting together and things like that, because they don't know how long she has. And I told my family, me and my mom already discussed it. And she told me to keep doing what you're doing, Myrrie. And so that's why I'm here. It's Wednesday. I do have a heavy heart. I got a little crackle in my throat. But I'm here. And I'm happy to spend time with you guys. Thank you. Thank you, IJ Bonnie. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's the T said? I love your family. That's right, because you got to meet my sisters. You got to meet all my sisters at the event. And so, you know, it is what it is. I am here. If you guys have any wins that you want to share, one win that I have, I was going back looking through some videos of me and my mom. And one thing that I can say is when I asked her, and I'll probably post the video at some point, but I asked her, was there anything, no, what is the thing that I did to make her the most, like, what was the best thing I've ever did for her? And she sat there for a long time, quiet. And I said, well, dang, mama, did I do anything? And she said, you did so many good things for me. She was like, I don't know which one to choose. So my job is done. My mama said I did a lot of good things for her. And that's what I felt like my mission was with my mom, was to make her happy. Because I was such a bad child. I was such a bad child. And so once I became an adult, my mission was to give her everything she wanted. And so I worked hard to do that, to give her anything that she asked me for. And so, you know, that's the thought I'm going to keep in my mind, is that I did a lot of things to make her happy. I'm just killing time until y'all give me some questions, or until y'all, give me some wins. So that's what I'm doing. What's the T said? I loved Arizona. I want to come back. Well, come back. Come on back then. Servant of Allah. Hi. Nurse Girl said the ebook, The Importance of Goal Setting. Many people lack the motivation and mindset. I just want to inform people. That's a good subject. That is a good subject, because people do lack that setting a goal and then hitting the goal, or surpassing the goal. Like, I set goals daily. I do. They might be simple goals, but I do set goals daily. And then I work toward reaching that goal. I'm a list maker. So I'm constantly making lists of things that I want to accomplish. And I shoot to do that on a daily basis. There's a book about, I can't remember the name of it right off, but it was saying that make your bed. Just setting the goal to make your bed every morning. You know what I'm saying? That's like a win right off the bat. Just get up and make your bed. And so I try to do that every morning. It could be something as simple as that, or something big that you can set a goal to reach. But set goals and shoot to reach them. And Servant of Allah said, oh my God, that is hard. Oh, what's heartbreaking? What is heartbreaking, Servant of God? Hey, Miss Dana. Nurse Nell, I'm praying for you and your mom. Thank you. I appreciate the prayers, you guys. I really do. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Rochelle Holmes says, in Arizona, do y'all have community living waivers? So sorry to hear about your mom. Thank you. I appreciate it. We don't have waivers like that, like other states. I know Texas is one that has like waivers. We don't really have waivers. We just have like what are they? RPIs or something like that. I forget what they call it. But we have different things like that. And then we have, the regular contracted licensed group home, that type of thing. But we don't really have waivers. Y'all know about Section 8? Arizona just opened Section 8, or they're about to open Section 8 for like 15 days in September, where people can get a Section 8 voucher. They haven't had it open in I don't know how long. So Arizona's a little different. Hey, Ace Bougie. Servant of Allah said, I am dealing with rejection for opportunity. You making me smile. I also have heavy heart too today. Well, hey, look, do like me. I try to keep a smile on my face. I just do. It just makes me feel better. Even when I'm sad, when I'm mad, I still try to smile because it just makes you feel better. It just does. Thank you. I like it that way. Thank you, baby, period. Don't forget about your beautiful children, and you know what I mean. So, yeah, my kids are a mess. Thank you, all sweet petals. Thank you. Nurse Nuff said, I'm not crying, you are. You silly. Hey, Tina Marie. You were just misunderstood. Oh, as a child, I wasn't bad, Roses. I was just misunderstood. Nah, I think I was bad. I was a bad kid. Well, I think I was going through a lot, and so it came out like I was a bad kid. So you probably right. I was misunderstood. I'm a good mom, or my mom's a good mom. So Go Pretty Red says, question, is it possible for zoning approvals to change? Like if I were to buy a house now that is property zone, but don't start my group home for another year or two, could it be changes? Yes, it could. Because say if you're in an area like in Arizona, you have to be in one city like Glendale, you have to be 2,500 square feet from another group home. So what if you don't open the home and then another group home behind you opens the home, and then you're no longer 2,500 square feet from another home? It could change. So in 2 years, definitely it could change. Thank you, Krista. Krista has posted the work series event that we're having. So if you're interested in doing our virtual event, you can click on that link right there that Krista has posted. Hey, Bill Deck. Bill Deck. I guess that's how you say it. All Sweet Petals said, I know she is proud of you, and I know she has always been proud of you. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, hey, Hamdi. I didn't know who you were. Okay, so now I know. Servant of Allah, one and only. Got it. I didn't know who you were, Hamdi. Hey, Jera. Oh, my goodness. Bo Buy Houses. How you doing? Hey, Natural Nikki. How are you, lady? How are you? Keeping your family. Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys. I do. Hey, Drea the Queen. Hey, I Am China. Hey, Freelance Sister. So Nurse Growth says, in Arizona, do you have to be licensed to open all group homes? Yes, you do. As of 2019, you have to have a license for any type of group home in Arizona. I see that Shronica will be having an information webinar for her type of group homes. Yes, Shronica's having a information session because she has opened up her mentorship. Shronica does unlicensed senior homes in Texas. So if you were interested in working with Shronica and you are in Texas and you want to do an unlicensed senior home, she has opened up her mentorship, and I think she's having an information session Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Sunday. So What's the T says, but both you and your mom, the apple don't fall far from the tree. I know your mom was praying all those. Oh my God, my mom was praying like crazy. My mom and my dad were praying for us. They had 14 children. And my dad would always say, and none of my kids been to jail. So I know they was praying for us because, I mean, some of us was kind of bad. Some of us got into a little bit of trouble, but none of us went to prison. And the majority of us lived to be adults. Yeah. All of us. I'm the youngest, and everybody did live to be adult. I think the one that died the earliest, my brother, he died in Vietnam, and he was 19, if I'm not mistaken. But we all made it to, adulthood, I guess you would say. So Nurse Girl said, and I know she operates on, yes, she operates on licensed homes. So Tina Marie says, are you planning to do another steps to set up a group home on Facebook again? No, we're going to actually post a poll in the group, and then people will vote on about 10 different subjects that, that they want us to go over. So it may not be how to set up a group home. It may be something else. Everyone in the group will just have to vote. So if you haven't joined the Group Home Millionaires Facebook group, make sure you do that. There's plenty of information about group homes. They're sharing different things like that. And then we have planned to do a training once a month. So it won't always be me. It's going to depend on what the subject is that people vote on. So yeah. Hey there, Drea the Queen. Hey, Tony Palmer. You missed it, Tina. I'm sorry. And yeah, and honestly, honest to God, y'all, I was trying to post it in Facebook. Like I was trying to stream it to Facebook off of the Zoom, and it would not let me because I don't own that group. Like Dwayne started the group. So if Dwayne would have came, he could have streamed it, but it wouldn't let me stream. And then we were talking and I forgot to record it. So shame on me, but it is what it is. Drea the Queen says, to open a licensed home, does a fire inspection come out to your home? Yes. Yes, they do. A fire inspector does come out to your home to inspect your home. Tony Palmer says, what are the different types of group homes that you recommend? Do you set it up as a nonprofit? And what's the pros and cons of a nonprofit? Okay, so first of all, what are the different types of group homes that you recommend? There's so many different type of group homes. I don't really recommend. It's going to depend on what your passion is. My passion, due to my sister being mentally ill, was behavioral health. Because behavioral health, SMI, deals with bipolar, schizophrenic, things like that. And my sister was bipolar schizophrenic. So that's why I do it. So I don't recommend a certain type of home. It's just going to depend on, your environment, what you want to do, what your passion is, what you want to work with. I would recommend not doing something don't do something like I did kids. I would never do kids again. Never. I'm going to tell you that. I would never. I would help somebody do a kid's home, but I would not do a kid's home. I would do seniors. I would do seniors again. So there's like a whole slew of different types of home. It's just going to depend on you and what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. And then, do you set it up as a nonprofit? You don't have to. It can be a nonprofit. It doesn't have to be a nonprofit. My actual behavioral health home business is not a nonprofit. And so that's going to be up to you. The pros and cons are, if it's a nonprofit, it's a tax exempt business. But you also have to have a board. You're going to have, minutes, meetings, all these extra things. You're going to have to keep track of any single dime that you get in as a donation. There's a nonprofit is a good thing, but a nonprofit is work. So you just need to make sure if you're planning to do a nonprofit that you do it the right way. That's all I say. So, yeah. All right. So Krista has posted the link to the Facebook group. So if you're interested in joining the Facebook group, you can click on the link. Just make sure you answer every question that is asked when you're trying to join, because if you don't, you will get denied. I'll just let you know. The VAs ain't playing, they deny. Hey, Big Coming Victoria. Tina Marie says, I'll catch the next one for sure. How much does a fire inspection generally cost? Most times a fire inspection doesn't cost anything. Some cities, they might charge a fee, $50, whatever. Then you have some cities to where they are so backlogged. Like Arizona is like 8 to 9 weeks backlog on the free fire inspection. And so in order to get expedited, you have to pay $650 to get it expedited. And they will come out within 48 to 72 hours. So, yeah. So it really doesn't cost in most cities, but it could be a cost if you want a rush job. All right. So Go Pretty Red says, oh, you're welcome, Drea the Queen. Go Pretty Red said, how many employees do you recommend for a behavioral health group home with a max of 6 kids? I would say for that home, you need about 5. And that's if you're doing 12-hour shifts. If you're doing 8-hour shifts, you're going to need more than that. So 5 can sufficiently function and run a home if you're doing 12-hour shifts. Okay? All right. So Eleanor Cooper, hey, how you doing? Nurse Grow said, does a house manager live in the home? And if so, does that reduce the amount of money they are paid? My house managers do not live in the homes. If you're doing behavioral health, most times you cannot have a live-in. If you're doing seniors, you can have a live-in, but behavioral health, no. You can't have no live-in. People are not supposed to be sleeping. But yeah, if you do have a house manager, well, yeah, you want to take out some of their salary for living because they're going to be living there, showering there, using utilities. They're going to be eating there probably. So yeah, of course you would reduce the amount that you are paying them. And then I suggest you do a salary if you're going to have someone living in the home. Okay? Hey, Miss Bling. Hey, Miss Mixon. Miss Mixon, why are you trying to come into my live? Let me know why you want to come into the live, and I might let you in the live. But I tell y'all, I don't let people in the live no more because people was getting in here cutting up. Hey, Tamia. Becoming Victoria, if you're doing unlicensed, does it have to be zoned? Yes. Any type of group home you are doing, you need to check zoning. Yes. So make sure you do that. Hey, Marby. Thank you, Miss Bling. Miss Mixon, tell me why you're trying to join my live, and I might let you in. Oh, she said, oops, I'm sorry. That was an accident. No worries. Not a big deal. I didn't have people get on my live when I first started doing live, and they were going ham. So, no, I don't let people get in. What's the T? You said zoning and R. What's zoning and R? Hey, yeah, B. Oh, zoning and regulations. Yes, you definitely need to check zoning and you need to pull your regulations from your state so you can know what is expected of you for whatever type of group home you are doing. Okay? Y'all being kind of quiet tonight. I ain't getting a lot of questions. Does anybody want me to talk on a specific subject? Any specific subject? Y'all know I can pull something out the hat real quick. No, but I won't be before you guys long because I came on here late. It was about 6:35. I was actually stuck in traffic. And so, but I wanted to make sure I told y'all I'm making a diligent effort to be on here on Wednesdays. Okay. Hey, Millie Sack. Miss Mixon says, quick question. Is the administrative certification hard to get? What state are you in? Every state does not have to do administrative certification. Are you in California or something like that? What state are you in? Yeah, B. What do you prefer, a nonprofit or LLC? I have both. So, I mean, There's no preference. My behavioral health business is a LLC. I'll tell you that, but I cannot tell you my preference. I cannot tell you which way to go. And I'm saying this because my attorney told me not to tell you. So I do have a nonprofit, but it is not a part of my group home. My group home business is a LLC, and I am registered with the IRS as an S corp. And that's really all I can tell you guys. I cannot give you advice on which way to go. I'm just doing what I'm told legally. Y'all don't know. People be suing over all kind of stuff now. Look. Hey, Miss Bling, what's going on with Arizona and Access? Are they not accepting applications till December? Does that mean licensing is put on hold? No, licensing is not put on hold. They did a moratorium for Access. So Access is actually on hold until like mid-December. But you can still go through the licensing process. You just will not have a Medicaid number. You will not be getting reimbursement. So you can have a house set up. You just can't get reimbursed. So, yeah. And DDD also has a moratorium, but that is until March of 2024. All right. What's the T says, what type of staff do you need for a group home? You're going to need things like a BHT or either a caregiver or a direct care worker. It depends on what type of home you do. You're going to need, those are the people that deal with your clients on a day-to-day basis. You're also going to probably need a contracted nurse, which would be an RN, because they have to be able to assess. You're going to need, you may need like an administrator, depending on what type of group home and what state. You may need a counselor or a therapist, a registered dietitian if you're doing behavioral health. So it just kind of depends on what type of group home you're doing. But those are the kind of people that you need to actually run a group home. Oh, so mixing. Yeah, I figured you were in California. It's not hard to get. You just have to take like so many hours. I think it's like 40 or something like that, or I can't remember right off the bat. But I know, the administrative certification in California, you do have to take a class, and I have a mentee right now. She passed. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think, and she didn't say like it was extremely hard or anything like that. So I would just go through the class. And I actually have another mentee too that is in the middle, I guess, in the midst of taking the class. She's doing the hours right now. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's not, let me see. What was your question? It was, is the minimum hard to get? No, it's not hard. You just take the class and then you take the test and you get it. Yeah. Go Pretty Red says, so is zoning just to make sure it's no other group homes around the house, or is it more reasons? It's more reasons. It's multiple reasons. Yeah, it depends on what area you're in. One lady in, I think she was in New Orleans. She found out she was in a flood zone. And in this particular area, you have to be in a certain type of flood zone to do a group home. So there's all kind of factors. Like I have a group home that's in a flood zone, but I was able to do it. So it's all kind of factors depending on the city, county, things like that go into the zoning part of it. But they will let you know if you call the zoning department for whatever city, or if it's a county type of home, if you call them and tell them, you want to do whatever type of group home. Don't say group home, say residential care facility, say assisted living, or whatever you're trying to do. And then if you do that and you give them the address, they will let you know if the zoning is right, or if the house is zoned for that. So yeah, so it's not just being close to another group home. There's other factors that, account for zoning. All right. Becoming Victorious says, is there a such thing as a bad market when it comes to group homes? Bad market to do a group home? Not necessarily. I don't believe so. There might be like, I won't say a bad market, but it might be like in an area where it might be oversaturated or something like that with group homes. Or maybe you're in like an area where there aren't a lot of old people and you trying to do an assisted living or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it might be like a market it's just not the right market. I'm not going to say it's a bad market. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just have to find your niche in whatever area you're trying to do a group home. I guess I'm saying that right. All right. I hope I'm saying that right, Becoming Victoria. What's the T said? What do you look for in staff to work your group homes? You know what? This just came up today, which is funny because one of my house managers took took a client to an appointment, and took the client to an appointment. My kids are like writing me notes behind my camera. Here, use that. So anyway, what was I saying? You just made me lose my train of thought. What do you look for? Okay. This is what I was about to say. One of my managers took a client to a doctor's appointment, and the woman there said, how do I find people that are like you? Like, how do I find people that are like you? Because he is very, like, he really cares about the clients. Like, he's going to act. That's why I like for him to take them to appointments, because he's going to ask the right questions. He's going to stay on the medical assistant. He going to be on the doctor. He going to get it right. You know what I'm saying? He's not just going to go in there and let them tell him anything. And this particular client has been with us a long time, and is probably going to be with us a long time. And so we take special care of him. He's like family, he is really family right now, And so, they asked him, like, how do we find, and he was like, I don't know what to tell you. So when he came back, he called me and he was telling me what they said. And he was like, I didn't know what to tell him. And I said, you know what you tell them? You tell them that you ain't going nowhere. So don't be trying to give you compliments so they can take my employees. So my thing is, I look on Indeed. My thing with him, we actually recruited him from out of state. He was somebody that we knew, and we asked him, would you like to relocate? We will pay for you to relocate. So we paid him a relocation reimbursement for him to move here. He was somebody whose kids was grown. He was, single. And so we paid for him to move here. And he has been working with us for 2 years now. And so we recruited him from out of state. So sometimes you're going to have to do things out the norm to get good people, because we knew him from like when we were young, and we found out he was working in this type of industry. So we said, you know what? You working for somebody else. You come out here We will, you know, we will help you do whatever you got to do, get a place, whatever, and we will help you. And he's been with us 2 years, and he's one of our best employees. When we need somebody, like when people call in, because he's a house manager, he goes in, he works shifts, he does everything. And he really cares for the clients. So what do you do? How do you look for him? You're just going to have to, you do the normal, Indeed, things like that, but then you build relationships with people. And then when you tell people you're going to do something, you do it. And that's what we did. We told him we will help you. We will do this. You know what I'm saying? We'll let you go home twice a year, see your family, things like that. And we have did it. So that's what we do. So Derek says, what type of mistakes do most people make when trying to get paid from the state? Not billing the right units, like trying to do billing when you don't understand billing, trying to do billing, trying to put in the wrong code, trying to bill for the wrong units. So things like that. So those are the type of mistakes, or not getting the right documentation needed to even bill. Like now, a lot of insurance companies are requiring you to have like a prior authorization or things like that. Well, if you bring in a client and you don't get that, and then you trying to get reimbursed, guess what? They're going to deny it. So those are the type of mistakes people make when trying to get reimbursement. And then some people just be snatching people up thinking they're going to get reimbursed. And it's like, it don't work like that. You know, you got to do your due diligence. You got to do things right in order to get paid from the state. And you got to be credentialed. You have to get contracted. Just like the young lady was just saying, what's going on with the moratorium in Arizona? You can't get reimbursement if you don't already have a contract, because they stopped taking applications until mid-December. Now, once mid-December comes, you can put your application in, and then, you know, you go through the approval process to get credentialed in order to get reimbursed. So those are the type of mistakes people be making. They just think, oh, I can open a group home and I'm going to get this money. No, you got to go through the steps. A license is just the first step. That's it. All right. So, Krista posted the link. I am doing pre-sales of my devotional book. I am co-writer of a devotional book. It's a 365-day devotional. So if you're interested in receiving the devotional, go ahead and click on the link and you can buy it at the pre-sale. All right. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, B. Oh, I'm glad, because sometimes I just be, so I'll be wanting to make sure I answer y'all questions. Nurse Girl says, when you first started, what was the hardest thing for you to accomplish? When I first started, let me think. I would say I would go back to billing, because understand this, like he said, mistakes. I was the biller. I'm a self-taught biller. So the hardest thing to accomplish was us getting that first doggone check. I kept getting denied. I was like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And I finally figured it out that I wasn't coding it right. And so, that was because everybody was looking at me. You know what I mean? My sister was looking at me. Everybody around me looking at me like, what's going on? Why you keep getting denied? Why you just don't hire a biller? But we couldn't afford to hire a biller, y'all. We couldn't afford it. So I had to sit up some nights, 3:00 in the morning. I'm trying to figure out how to freaking bill, you know? And so I think that was like the hardest. Pretty much everything else was just kind of, I think it was hard too because I'm competitive in a sense, and I am most times an overachiever. And so for me to get denied was like rejection, like, and back then I was such a people pleaser. So I wanted everybody to be pleased with me. So it was really hard for me. So yeah, so that was a big accomplishment when we got that first check-in, like, yes, finally I got it. Let's see. Yeah, B says, I came on a little late, but did you say something about you wouldn't deal with kids? Yes. What did I tell y'all? Every live I do, somebody mentions kids. No, I will not do kids. I will not do kids again. Ever. Ever. You know how people just say, don't say never? I ain't say ever. I mean never. I said ever. I will never, ever, ever. No. Nurse Gross. I also started on the process of getting my nursing license transferred to Arizona. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good. Yes. Let's do some things together, Nurse Gross. Get that nursing license here in Arizona. Hey, Madeline Joseph. How you doing? Miss Mixon says, okay, thank you for that. I plan to do it first week of December. Awesome. Yes. You're talking about getting your access number, right? Yes. You need to do that. Definitely. Hey, did April find a home? April, remind me. You said, did April find a home? I don't remember who April is right off the bat. Yep. Recession proof, baby. Yes. Group homes are pretty recession proof, you guys. You know, because somebody's going to have to do it and they're going to have to pay you to do it. So it is recession proof. Hey, Adora Maria. Awesome. I'm glad you understand, Victoria. So Yale B says, who actually pays for the client's living? So in my group home, Medicaid pays either through Access or through other insurances like Mercy Care, Health Choice, different insurances I'm contracted with. And then the client pays room and board. So if the client has income, then they can pay up to 30% of their income on room and board. Okay? So that's who pays for care in my home. And then if you're doing like an assisted living or something like that, then it's going to be mostly private pay. Medicare can pay some, but it's going to depend on that person. A lot of assisted living is private pay. Hey, Lost in the Sauce. Krista's posting a link. If you want access for a 1-hour coaching call, you can click on that link and you can book a 1-hour coaching call with me. Is who still... I just caught that. Yes, he is still single. You are funny. What's the tea? Kelly Renee, she done, what's the tea done? Her, everything I said about that employee, she done came back. Is he still single? You want me to make a love connection? Hey, Kelly Renee. She funny, ain't she, Nurse Gross? Oh my God. She talking about to move to Arizona. You a fool, girl. Oh my gosh, Krista, she is a mess. And he is really, he's a good employee and he is a man of God. He teaches our guys Bible study. I told him that he needs to get his podcast up and running. He keeps saying he want to do a Christian podcast. So, the guys, because I picked up one of the guys today and he told me that he needs a microphone. So I said, you know what? I got a microphone. I'm going to give him a microphone so he can go on and get his stuff going. She said, what's the tea? You got me over here hollering. Oh my gosh. Yes, you already know. Yes, he is a Christian. Nurse Girl said, is that the reimbursement code? NCAI may have said it wrong. No. The reimbursement code for Medicaid is something different. It depends on what state you're in. Like Arizona, I know for residential it's H0018. I was doing research on Missouri. Theirs is H0045. So yeah, it's going to depend on what type of group home, what state, what you're getting reimbursed for it like that. Would you stop it? What's the tea? Stop it. He alright. He alright. You know, he like my brother, so I mean, he alright. Hey, Rua love it. I think that's how you say it. Hey, what's the tea? You're like, he attentive, huh? He is. He's a sweet guy. Hey, Moga Money Mindset. I guess tonight I'm doing a love connection. She said, why did Myrrie mention that he was single? She started first. Whatever. I was just saying it made it easy for him to move. That's all I was saying. Molin Joseph said, good evening, Myrrie. I have my first tour tomorrow morning. How to seal the contract? Any nuggets? Tour of who's touring? Are you doing, you're doing assisted living? What type of group home are you doing? Let me know. Y'all are a mess. Hey, Flawless Mammy. Hey, Paprika Pappy. Mammy and Pappy. Melly Sachs said, I would love to learn mental health from you. Awesome. Krista put a link to book a call. You can actually subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is pinned. Look at me down there. It is pinned. You can book a call, or you can DM me mentorship, and the VAs will send you an application for my mentorship. Hey, Lanice. Hey, Limitless QB. Hey, Miss Puddin'. What's the tea? Stop advertising my husband on this live. He taking y'all. Girl, you a fool. See, he says, stop posting. Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing else about him. He your husband. Hey, Eleanor Cooper. Have you helped anyone in Delaware, or would you know how? That is funny. Delaware keeps coming up. I kid you not. You are like the fourth person in this past week that asked me about Delaware. Honest to God, I just feel like I could help anybody anywhere, because my team knows how to decipher the regulations, and I haven't met now I done met a couple of giants I didn't want to fight, but I haven't met a giant that I couldn't. I put it that way. So yeah, that would be up to you. Hey, Shades by Lenny. Hey, Lenny. Miss Bling said, you mentioned you get about $7,000 from the government for reimbursement. Does that money include room and board, or straight from the state? The $7,100 that I get per bed does not include room and board. That is just for my residential services. As I explained, the clients are actually responsible to pay room and board, which is up to 30% of whatever income that they are bringing in. Now, me, myself, I am fair. I have came in across group homes or people that were in group homes that were basically taking all of the people's money. I cap mine. I don't charge my people a lot. So my max is $300. So I don't care how much money you bringing in. The max is $300. If you want us to take up to 30% because it's under $300, then you show me proof of your income and I only charge you 30%. So if your 30% is $260, then that's what I charge you. But if you make more and you say, I just want to pay the $300, then I just let you pay the $300. And that's just my group home. You can charge up to 30% of whatever they bring in. Okay? Yeah. And then I take that and I do activities with them. So, modeling standard. I don't know what that means. Oh, Krista. Look, I like reading her little notes. She said, Myrrie offers 2 different mentorship packages. Fill out this application. So if you're interested in my 90-day mentorship or my 1-year mentorship, you can fill out the application in that link and someone will be in contact with you. Hey. Hey, you beautiful. Hey, pretty house guy. All right, you guys, I'm at the end of questions. Make sure if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel that you go ahead and click that link that's pinned right there, or it might be up there, I don't know. Go ahead and click that link. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're putting out a lot of information. I'm going to tell you guys, these Winning Wednesdays are no longer accessible. Somebody sent me a message and said, the Winning Wednesday for last week disappeared. No, it did not disappear. Winning Wednesdays, we just came up with a different way to post them. So people that are subscribed will have access to the Winning Wednesday after Wednesday. If you don't get it on the live, you have to be subscribed. Or you have to, you have to be a subscriber on Instagram and you have to be subscribed on YouTube to watch it at a later date. So it didn't disappear. We're just coming up with different ways, doing things a little different. So, yes. All right. So anybody have any more wins or any more questions? Feel free to post them in the next few minutes and I will answer them for you. If not, I've been running all day. And so I am going to jump off. I don't see anything. Okay. Well, I am going to jump off and check on mom because it's about 9:30 there. And hey, you guys, I will see you guys next week. Hopefully, I'll be on time next week. Talk funding. What do you want to know about funding? I'm not a funding expert, Millie Sack. What do you want to know about funding? Baby, period. Thank you. I appreciate you. You have a blessed night also. Thank you, What's the Tea? I will. Yes, I will. Oh, you have a great evening too. And I appreciate all the prayers, you guys. I really do. I appreciate all the prayers. Y'all keep praying for my mama. Hey, Gama. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. And as I always say, Miss Billing came in. I already answered this, but where can I find the rates for different states in Arizona? You have to research to find rates. So you basically have to go into Department of Health Services, or you need to go into Human Services or .govs or whatever city or state that you're looking for. And then you have to research and find those rates. When I find out about rates, I normally have to dig sometimes whole days just to find rates in some states. But yeah, So it's not something that, I mean, I have a few rates that we keep if we work with people or if we work in different states. I keep like a log of different rates, but it's not just out there like, I mean, it is public information. Don't get me wrong, but it ain't just going to jump out at you. You going to have to search for it. What's the tea? You a mess. Tell my husband I said hello. Oh my gosh. And then in Arizona, you said in Arizona, it depends on what type of home you do. So it could be anywhere from $212 a day all the way up to, you know what I mean? DDD might be $450 a day. It just kind of depends on what type of home you do. Next live. Okay. Hey, Miss Jeanette. That's right. That's right, Nurse Girls. Hey, Blithely. That's right. So I'm going to jump off, you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in to Winning Wednesdays. Make sure you guys come back next week with your wins and your questions. And I'll have a subject to speak on next week. And y'all know, hey, Arzola, as I always say, you guys, be a blessing to someone else. Good night. Bye.